Oh, here we are again now, and it's like no time has passed. Gazing out upon the sunset as it sinks into the night. Many times it seemed as though a given day might be our last. Face to face with certain death, it's somehow coming out alright. I don't think that we have any cause to lament, but there's quite a lot of thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent.
At dawn, a ship is seen cresting the horizon. It approaches the city and sends out a single lifeboat. A section, an entire detachment of the Tannhauser Navy, was sent coasting around to the outside of the barrier. They were on a routine patrol at the time. Now, that same ship drifts its way back into port, carrying with it two soldiers who hop up on deck, and you hear a roar from the city as a crowd almost rushes to meet them. It's been firmly established. The barrier has fallen. Over here, on a nearby rooftop, two individuals watch the entire procession sort of file itself towards the dock. This place is going to be mobbed soon. There are so many people that wish to exit, and it seems like boat is the most convenient way. After all, exiting via the side that is on land will require a traversal of the freshly created desert. Evian lounges slightly over next to you. He is making himself very at home on this rooftop, pressing himself between the tiling as he sort of looks up and over, and he's like, and there we go. They're free to go wherever they want now. Let nobody...
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, just imagine they'll take full advantage of that freedom.
Yes, of course. I'm sure they're going to... I wouldn't be shocked if Tannhauser was completely evacuated shortly, but that's none of our problem necessarily. He stretches and then looks over. Ooh, wait, no, it's technically partially your problem, right?
Yeah, none of your problem, perhaps.
I've been wondering, what's it like to follow around such a disaster case?
It is... vexing. He doesn't betray much emotion on his face, but his hands clench and unclench a few times as he chooses that word.
Adivian sort of like smiles up at you. Big, wide Cheshire cat grin.
Oh, what are you so happy about?
Oh, I'm in a unique position compared to you. I'm out in front, usually. You're the one that follows up behind. You're the one who has to dig through all of the nonsense after we've passed through. So, I think it's kind of fun that I get a chance to see your face for once. To see you having to sort through the janitorial work. I always knew that it was happening. I just didn't know exactly how.
Well, your own task is hardly complete now, is it?
Yeah. He sags back to the ground. Thanks for the reminder. Waves a hand at you. I still have... I've got, what is it at this point? 4 different instances of great chaotic unraveling across the world. I've got to... keep an eye on Renelin, too. It's just a mess. I'm busy, too. Getting trapped in the big bubble wasn't fun for me, either.
Well, I understand. I understand that Renelin is quite nice this time of year.
Oh, it's never nice. It's a horrific swamp.
Well, that was what we call small talk. Whether or not the statement is true is entirely beside the point.
Oh, he aggressively lounges at you. We're making small talk now.
Aggressively
aggressively lounges.
Oh yeah, no, he is
That's his default state.
he is like you aggressively lounge by lying on the roof of a building and cupping your chin beneath both of your arms and kicking your feet in the air like you're at a sleepover. Yes, it is aggressive.
Are you practicing some sort of synchronized swimming routine?
I'm practicing having a normal human conversation. You're making small talk now.
Indeed. How far I've fallen in the short time I've been assigned to this case.
I've grown remarkably used to this realm. I haven't had a normal talk like this in quite... Is this normal? Are we normal?
I wouldn't presume to pass judgment on your normalcy. That would take a greater authority even than mine.
Well, by that standard, if no one's going to judge me on it, I can judge it for myself. Yeah, I think we're normal. He rolls over and, like, dangles off the ledge a little bit. No. I'm going to keep an eye on Renelin if things start to go bad over there, obviously. That is the biggest, most roiling mess of chaos we have on our radar right now.
So I'm led to understand. Well, I trust that the quality of your work will continue to be exemplary. A few more millennia of this, and... why, you might even be back in the fold.
He gives you a salute, like, happy to be, how should I put this? Excited to be a company man? That's what they say in Alaran. I'll be honest. Sucks doing your dirty work, but, you kind of not giving me a choice here. By the way, how are things down below? You liking the job? What did you do to get stuck with a guy like that? It seems like I'm not the only one being punished here.
Oh, I volunteered for this assignment.
No!
I know.
Oh, wow.
It sounds insane now that I say it out loud.
He is beside himself.
The Black Parliament takes this matter extremely seriously. The outcome of this one case could have far-reaching ramifications for our relations with each and every tiefling from here on out.
So it's
the precedent that could be set by how we choose to handle this Marcus Velafi could resonate for many years, and so it was of vital importance that the one put in charge of this affair be unimpeachably impartial, dedicated, detail-oriented.
So it's a matter of duty for you.
Primarily, yes.
Oh, primarily? What's the rest of it? Anything else sneak in?
I confess there was a certain degree of, shall we say, horrified fascination.
Oh.
It simply beggars belief. Marcus Velafi is clearly a man trusted, liked, respected by his subordinates. Moreover, he is now emerged not merely alive, but triumphant. Improbably, he has done as well as could be hoped of any champion of order could possibly have hoped when confronted with these two overwhelming anomalies of eldritch chaos. First the heart of Crowhenge, and now the Sky's Shadow. If not for his heritage, for his inborn, orderly nature, I dare say he would not have been so successful. He would likely have been swallowed up, unmade, perverted into some horrific monstrosity, or some combination of all of those. By all logic, he should be one of our greatest champions on this plane. And yet, in spite of his inborn nature, his every decision bends towards chaos, nonsense, towards the erasure of stability. It is... Clench, unclench, clench, unclench. It is vexing, as I said. I must understand what drives Marcus Velofi. And the most frustrating part of all of this is that I am frustrated. He, just looking upon him, considering his being, fills me with dread, revulsion, all just a cocktail of unpleasant feelings. And it should not. I cannot perform this great task with a heart full of passion. I have not decided how I must proceed. If I cannot be impartial, then I cannot fulfill this task. And, I am feeling some partiality.
Adivian folds his hands. Well, color me horrified and interested then. he pops up and he's like, I hope we continue doing this by accident or on purpose. He looks over. Sorry for bailing on Crowhenge, by the way. It seemed like a lost cause. Seemed more like your section of the business.
Pay it no mind. That matter was resolved as well as we could have hoped.
And, if I can ask, if it isn't a top secret, he motions downwards to the ground with the guys down there. Where did you go the last week or two?
Oh, had to deliver a letter.
I see. Oh, and you could just duck out of the barrier. That's fun. It takes me so much effort to come and go.
He finally has one up and permits himself a little smile. Yes, doesn't it? Now, I hope you will forgive me for saying that for my part, I hope that it is some time before we must next meet face to face. If we have to do it again anytime in the next few decades, I fear it will be yet another instance of this set of people involving themselves in global affairs. Plains willing, he stands up, dusts himself off, and gets ready to leave. Plains willing, by the time you and I next speak, the world will have resumed making sense.
You say those words, and Adivian and you silently bid farewell. He takes a long bow and simply drops off the roof, disappearing into the shadows below, and you stare out at the area around. The crowd gathers, everyone presses towards the port. Tannhauser, at least for the moment, has become an orderly place.